Hi there. Are there things that you wish you'd known about sex before you got married? Well, that's what we're unpacking today. I'm Mary Whitman Ortiz, Christian sex educator, relationship, and coach. And I'm so happy that you're here. I would just invite you to catch us every week for new videos. Subscribe, like, share, because if you're a Christian, you know there are not many places that's safe for Christians to talk about sex. And we need to. So this can be that safe place for you and for friends that you know would benefit as well. Now on today's video, we are going to unpack giving your voice a safe place and a safe way to express interest and desires and needs in regards to sex, because I have found that many people come into marriage and don't realize that is a part of what needs to be happening, and that is what absolutely would make things so much better. One of the areas that I see this is a problem, people begin to shut down and they don't know. They're shutting down. It's like our culture is what dominates how you filter through information, and so it becomes a confusing pattern. And there are three things I really want to bring to your attention. Maybe you've seen this in your life. Maybe number one, you shut down about sex because of shame messages from the church. And maybe you want to remove yourself from the sexual expressions that you see in the media, and that causes you to not speak up. Or maybe you just assume that your spouse wants the exact same things you do in sex, and that's why you don't speak up. Oh my goodness, you're two very different people with different backgrounds and different needs. And so, yes, you both get to have a voice. And there's kind of some myths that keep people from speaking up. They think, it'll all work out. I don't have to really talk about it. Or they think, it's not too bad. Oh, that one just really bothers me, because if you have put the energy to determine how bad something is, it's much worse than you realize. And then the third thing, they think, I'm not supposed to even enjoy sex. Well, that goes back to some of the shame messages from the church, and we need to just bust all of those myths. We need to expose those lies that have robbed you, because God says that sexual intimacy in marriage is a gift, and He wants you to enjoy it. And every time we can bring some more light to this topic, it's going to be a win-win for you. So I have 3 steps for you so you can voice your sexual ideas with your spouse. Number 1, give yourself permission to have pleasure. Now, men and women process sex very differently, and but they both can suffer from messages about what you are and are not supposed to do. Truly, my videos that get the most feedback are the ones that say, what's okay for Christians to do in marriage? And those limitations can inhibit. So we want to make sure that you're giving yourself permission to have pleasure, knowing that that permission is to do things that are always classified as respectful, mutually respectful and satisfying. Number 2, seek healing from past hurts. Once again, maybe we think of women more in this situation, but there are men that have experienced things, and sometimes the men are more reluctant to come forward with help. Research shows us that 3 out of 4 women have struggled through some type of sexual dysfunction or abuse, and it's a wide spectrum here. It can be as common as not being able to talk to your spouse about sex. It can be as extreme as human trafficking. But just living in the world today and being bombarded by messages can cause some more dysfunction. So we want to make sure that we address that. And number 3, you need to find ways to talk about sex outside the bedroom and inside the bedroom. So let me give just a little qualifying point there. The outside the bedroom talks can, the reason we'd set that up is because it's neutral territory. There's no fear of immediate expectations. It's a calm, peaceful environment that you both pick. And then you can begin to share some of your concerns, some of your fears, some of your dreams, your desires. That is a great place to have those conversations. Inside the bedroom, it's the perfect time to be affirming one another and to be openly expressing what you're enjoying, giving guidance to your spouse. So different topics for different locations. But it's not just enough to hear this insight, maybe these missing pieces that will really help you. I want to give you a call to action so that you can improve in this. A reminder of what God's gift is. So all of those crazy thoughts that are trying to do a tug of war inside your head, that can be super helpful. I have a relationship development guide I'd love to give you. It's called The Gift. What God has designed for sexual intimacy in marriage. And so you can look for that link in the comments. You can email me, be happy to get that to you. If you have it right in front of you, as a reminder, it will continue to guide you in sexual intimacy, and let this be a wonderful experience in your marriage. Well, thanks so much for tuning in today. And remember, Father God wants to lavish His love on every area of your life, including sexual intimacy and marriage.